Yeah. That one. All right. So, hello, everybody, and welcome back to What's Tea Radio. I'm your host, Rachel Esther, and I'm here with my co host, Ari P. Ari, say hello.
Hello.
So today we have a very, very, very special guest. You know, this is one of my good friends. I'm lucky to call this boy a friend. It is the one and only, the historian himself, the star of the show, the legendary
Come on,
Agent Zero, aka Rickey McGill. So round of applause for Rickey McGill. Rickey, thank you for coming out today. I really appreciate this.
Appreciate it.
All right. So today, with Rickey McGill being here, it's only right to talk about basketball. Right. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Iona basketball experience, winning the MAC, and playing North Carolina, et cetera, et cetera. So Rickey, how do you feel? With the season being done? Let's start with that. How does it feel to be, relaxing for a little bit?
I mean, it's just I ain't never relaxed. I mean, basketball's still going. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next part of my life. See what basketball takes me.
That's good. That's good to hear. So how did it feel to win 4 times in a row?
Oh man, it was just I don't know, it's just a blessing, just a joy being part of something like that. I mean, I'm the only person in I guess in MAC history to ever do such a thing like that, to win 4 championships. So that's a good accomplishment for me, and shows how much hard work pays off.
That's good. That's definitely I do like that. Yeah, and don't say you guessed. You did. You are the only person in MAC history to win 4 championships. Just in case y'all didn't know, Rickey's the only person in MAC history to win 4 championships. So, when I say historian, I mean it. Like, that's going to be put in MAC history books. I don't know if they make history books, but they should. And Rickey should be the first page because, historian. So, you've been through 4 very long, very treacherous seasons with Iona. Do you have a favorite season so far?
Can you say that again?
I said you've been through 4 long seasons with Iona. Do you have a favorite season so far?
Not as of right now. I don't really have a favorite season because I play with so many different guys. So I'll probably say like this year was probably like the most amazing one because we started off 2-9, started off a little terrible. So for us to come back and stick together and keep working hard as a team and to get another championship, that was a good accomplishment for us.
Definitely. I agree. I think me personally, this year was definitely emotional season because like you said, it started off hard. So I feel like watching those games was difficult because I just don't like seeing y'all lose.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was my favorite. I think I liked maybe I don't know. I'm torn between last year and sophomore year because when you, Jay Wash, and Seb played together, it was always just magical. So like I loved seeing y'all play together. But at the same time, last year, like when you guys had TK and Sed and Day and Zach, like that was lit too. So I really don't know.
Rolling.
Yeah, and rolling because that tournament last year was interesting.
Yeah, it was that last year was a fun one too.
Yeah. Wow. That was a good question because I don't even know my answer. I'm really trying to think because I feel like
last year.
I guess last year was probably more interesting to watch because I feel like you guys had so much like diversity within your team.
It was a powerhouse season.
But at the same time, sophomore year, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I'm friends with y'all.
Sophomore year, I mean, yeah, you can say sophomore year.
And I think that's when you started playing more,
Yeah, that was when like my soon as like my breakout year.
Look at that. The breakout year. So, like you said, you're looking to play in the future or whatever. Where do you think you want to go? Do you want to stay in America? Or do you think you're gonna go overseas? Don't speak too much on your plans. We don't like telling broadcasting our business,
I don't
but
really get into all of that. But
his next move
just try. Just know, my next movie, my best movie, and just hopefully put myself in the right place while I'm making like the right decisions, making the right amount of money, making my family happy. So as long as they're happy, I'm happy.
That sounds good. So, in your experience in March Madness this year, I know the past couple of years with the NCAA tournament have been interesting. Freshman year, you guys played who was it? Oregon, or was that sophomore year?
Sophomore year we played Oregon.
And
we
then
played Duke last year.
Duke last year, and now North Carolina this year. So how did it feel playing North Carolina? Because I mean, I watched the game. That was a good game to watch. But how did it feel like going in knowing that they're the number 1 seed, you guys are number 16? How did you stay motivated enough to actually push through the entire game?
I mean, just going out, just trying to prove myself. Honestly, just having that back in my head, like this is probably like the biggest game of your life. So it just go out there and play basketball. Just show everybody that you can do it.
Okay, and I heard the commentators talking a little bit about how, North Carolina. There was this one talking about how North Carolina came out, how they were saying like they were talking trash
before the game even started.
That too. Go ahead, Ari.
Before the game even started, I was ready to like argue and debate because the commentators, they had a lot to say. They felt like Iona was gonna be brutally beat by like 50 at least. And they didn't feel like we had the potential. They felt like all Iona does is play up and down games and like, hide and go seek basically. And one of the commentators even said, if Iona's leading by the second half, he's leaving. But did he leave? No. So I feel like we proved our point. Like, even though we did not end up winning the game, I feel like we proved the point. And I feel like we high-key exposed how to beat North Carolina.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to each their own, but that's just my opinion.
Definitely.
Because I definitely had to argue with the people on TV, even though I wasn't there.
Although they couldn't hear you.
In my DMs. Like, I had to argue with everybody.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like, definitely my friends and family, they were rooting for Iona regardless. Because, once again, always again, and we will fight the good fight till the fight is over. But, there was a lot of people like, I don't know, North Carolina, I don't know. Did you see the Duke game last year? I don't know. And I'm just like, listen, have faith, because I think, the right mindset is definitely key. Y'all didn't win, but it didn't mean that you weren't capable of persevering.
To me, they won.
Yeah. And honestly, it wasn't a bad loss. Based on a lot of these games this year, a lot of teams are getting scraped in that first round, losing by 30, 40 points. Right. So, it was a good L, but it was a win because North Carolina, they killing it this season. Because to even almost beat Duke, like, not many people could do that. Right. So that was definitely an interesting competitor, and y'all really did that. Mm-hmm. I'm proud.
Do you have any takeaways from the game to either Rachel or Ricky, whichever one of y'all wanna?
Go ahead, Ricky.
What you mean by takeaways?
Like anything you could have did better as a team or by yourself? Any learning lessons, being able to play against North Carolina, like just how did it feel, and like any takeaway you got from that?
What can I mean, I gave it all I had. Mm-hmm. I mean, I never tried to take a play off. Mm-hmm. It was just hard playing against a bigger team, mm-hmm. a much stronger, much faster team, to stay at the same pace for 40 minutes. So my guys got a little tired. We got a little tired towards the end, and that's why. So I really slipped up for real, really, because fatigue really played the part.
No,
mm-hmm.
They play so many guys, and we only have eight players.
Yeah,
8 players, and some of them don't even really play. Yeah. So just to keep up was kind of hard for us.
What about you, Rachel? What's your takeaway?
My takeaway is definitely that you could see that you guys got tired at some point. And I know Ricky plays for most games, for the entire game. So, he's used to having that stamina, for an entire how many minutes the game is. Right. But I feel like, playing at the level you guys had to play in the beginning of the game tired you out quick. Right. Typically within our MAC conference, there's teams that you guys don't have to go hard till the second half. And there's teams that you guys don't have to go hard at all. But there's teams that, mid first half, you actually got to put a little effort in. Right. But most times you don't have to play at the capacity that you do within such a quick amount of time. So I feel like definitely you could see y'all got tired quick because they were working on, especially they were not trying to lay y'all in to make no layup, no nothing.
Right.
They were just defense. But
I think my takeaway for the game was we need more players on our team. Now we can't keep relying on the starting lineup to come in and facilitate how the game goes. And it sucks because Nixa, he also is a good player, but he was injured at the moment. So even having him,
because if we had Nixa, that would have been.
We have a good team, but we often fall short when it comes to big guys. And being, aware that we've always made it to the March Madness festivities, we should be able to have a good enough team to where if we got to put in some more big guys, we could put in some big guys.
Because last year that got us. Like I feel like Duke has a very large team, and last year was one of those years size mattered. This year I don't know if size was really the determining factor.
I think we have to work on team bonding in itself just to get the groove of things going a little better, because Iona has an amazing, like an impeccable offense, but we definitely have to work on defense and just keeping
and continuously working as a team, because I think Rickey, you definitely work as a team, but you're also know how to lead without being like
the main attraction,
and without being like boisterous. Like you can do it without like trying to steal the shine, and you can make shots without like just not following through with the play. Some people, they're so focused on shining and being seen, they don't necessarily play as a whole team. And it's not that it's not that they're not capable of executing, but sometimes it's like seek out the best option. If you shooting the ball isn't the best option, let somebody else have the opportunity.
And I feel like sometimes they're too hesitant.
Yeah.
And the more you wait to make a shot, the more likely it is that it's not going to go how you planned it. And also just remembering that it's a game, everybody's watching. Just give it your best shot. Do not get angry, because anger definitely gets the best of some players, and it results in a lot of things.
So Rickey, I have a question for you. What do you think that Iona can do, or Coach Clues can do, to make sure that within the next few years that we actually progress beyond the first game in the NCAA?
The last time we went past the first round was 1980 or 1981.
Yeah.
And it's 2019.
And it's not that we're not capable of winning. We won a MAC for 4 years. But how do we progress within the March Madness?
Just coming out playing Iona basketball. I'll say playing it more 10 times better than regular conference games, like against like the St. Peter's or Maris, some of those guys. So just playing it 10 times, 20 times more, just giving it your all. That's basically it. Just everybody playing as a team. Don't change the game plan as the game goes, as the game progresses. Just play basketball.
That's good. I like that. I think they should listen to you a little bit. Do you think that, I don't know how to say this.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know how to say this. Like, do you
Usually when you start off the sentence, I know how to help you. So.
I know, but like I can't even start the sentence. That's the crazy part. What did you just say?
What is it in regard to?
It's in regards to the future.
Mm-hmm. Like, what do you see in the future for the team, or like?
Oh, okay. No, that's what it was. Do you think having a good start to a season is important to how you end the season?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like that's how we got a number 16 seed this year. I mean, we started off a little terrible. So I mean, just trying to win like out of conference games. I mean, that'd be a big one, because then as you progress and you keep winning in your regular season games, you just get into the tournament and just you probably get a lower seed. Then you play like a say if you get like a 11 seed, we'll play like a number 6 or 5 seed or something like that. Then that's the team maybe we could beat and get to the second round.
Okay, that definitely, I agree with that. I think that makes sense. Yeah, and do you or you go ahead.
Okay. How do you feel knowing that you're a senior, so you really, it's beyond you? how it would end up in the future, but do you think that you're leaving your team in a good enough state where they could be 5-time MAC champions?
Oh yeah, I feel like I left a mark here. Like I feel like they could pull it off next year because they got guys like EJ Crawford, Taiwan, Asante. So you got those guys, and then everybody else, and then my man John Maxwell too. So Ben, like there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people,
Ben,
yeah. And Isaiah, both
Ross,
Isaiahs.
both Isaiahs. You know that I feel like they seen what they can do. They see how they could try and win, how they could get a win in MAC tournament. So now it's just up to them just to come out and play for 40 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, so do you think that it's better to recruit freshmen coming in from high school, or do you think it's better to recruit more transfers, or do you believe in having that balance?
I mean, I believe in having a balance because you know some JUCO players they deserve a shot. Like I mean, there's a lot of good JUCO players that really can't make it. So for Iona to find like JUCOs and transfers, I think it's good because then like they still know like okay they know they played at a college level instead of like getting out of high school straight out of high school person. I mean like myself. I mean I ain't played my first like 10 games here, so
that's true. And I feel like that's definitely a good example because your freshman year you barely played, but then like Jay Wash, for example, he was a transfer, and right off the bat he played a lot. So because I feel like transfers, you know, they have a little bit more, not more experience because you guys are all playing basketball, but they're a little bit more seasoned to the college basketball game. So
my question is, do you feel like city kids have a better chance at, you know, coming into college level D1 basketball than outer city kids? And do you feel like you can tell the difference? Because, you know, this year on the team, there's a lot of more Midwest, you know, concentrated players rather than the big city people that we had last year. So do you see the difference in practice? Is there a difference at all? And do you feel like that difference, if there is one, affects how they come into a D1 team?
I mean, the difference between outer city kids and the inner city kids, I mean, it's just basically the outer city kids have to get their name out more. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, where I'm from, there like nobody really knows like where that's at. Nobody knows who came out from there. So, like nobody like before I even got started playing AAU, nobody really knew who I was. But I started you just got to know the right people, like the right people at the right time, like. So I met a guy. He you feel me? He put me on. He put me on his AAU team. And then ever since then, I'm like my name's been a little known.
Yep. So there you have it, guys.
My other question for you is: do you did you cry at all?
Have you cried yet? Has it hit you?
You know, any emotion towards this?
I mean. You know, I don't really get into the crying stuff. I mean,
y'all know that. Emotional, guys.
Y'all know that. So, but nah, I mean, I shedded a few tears as I was getting at the end. The game was going by. Me and my coach, he said a few words. He said, and then that was it. I ain't really, like,
you're not into
like, y'all know.
Ricky's lying. Rickey was definitely in his room crying, listening to McGill.
Y'all know I ain't into the crying stuff, but I was really happy with myself though. Like,
do you appreciate and cherish the relationship you have with your teammates and with your coaches?
Oh yeah, the managers? Yeah, I definitely appreciate them. I mean, we came a long way. Started off bad, and now we ended up getting a championship. Now they
from the bottom,
now y'all here.
Honestly, that's how it went. We started from the bottom, and you feel me? Now we here.
Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know I definitely cried. I was in my sister's living room crying like
before we even got to the living room, I just want you guys to know that this year at the Max, we were front row.
Oh yeah, I was front row. So if y'all didn't see me, I was blind. So you saw me. I know y'all saw me because I was right behind the benches yelling at Rickey the whole time. But I don't even know if he heard me, but I'm just gonna keep yelling.
Once they won, Rachel definitely cried in my arms on the
flooded the court and then cried. And then my phone froze in the middle of all this. Couldn't even record nothing. And I was just crying. Listen, let me tell y'all something. It's because I'm proud. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm proud to be a McGill. You know, I'm proud to, you know, be a part of a school that actually has a basketball team that is successful. Like,
and diverse.
you know, I like seeing the school spirit. That's one thing that definitely attracted me to the school. Like seeing everybody in their clothes and seeing that people actually want to represent Iona. Like they want to be like, yeah, like this is the school I went to. They want to fight the good fight. But I was also just personally proud of Rickey because Rickey's a good friend of mine, and I was definitely proud to see the growth from freshman year. I wasn't that close to him freshman year, but definitely sophomore, junior, and now senior year. We spent a lot of time together, and I've seen the growth in his athleticism, but also in his leadership skills and as a person, and just knowing that everything is like over, like that's definitely worth crying for.
For me,
y'all be making me feel like I'm emotional or something.
Senior like them, but I've known Rickey since like the spring semester of my freshman year, and just seeing the growth and just knowing that it's only gonna get better from here. Because it's the end, but it's not really the end.
Right.
Like, it's the beginning.
It's the beginning of a. It's the end of a new beginning. Like
it's the beginning of a new era.
This is the start of something new.
And so what I want to say is, NBA, if y'all ever come across this on Instagram or YouTube, just leak him now. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. Number. You could be like a number what?
If you were to get
5 draft pick.
That's my question. If you were to get drafted in the NBA right now.
Where would you want to go?
Where would you want to go? Your top 3 teams you'd want to go to, and what number draft pick would you be all right being?
Honestly, it really doesn't matter to me. Whatever team I go to, I mean, I'll just try to make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't really have like a top 3 team.
All right, so what number draft pick would you want to be?
It don't really matter getting drafted. That's
exactly.
That's a draft.
Being a draft pick is a success in itself.
It's really rare. It's only 60 people getting drafted.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Out of all the people that play basketball and graduate, only 60?
Yep.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And Rickey, if you are one of those people, y'all thought I cried before? There will be more tears. There will be a lot of tears. There's going to be a lot of tears. You know why? Because Rickey's about to be successful regardless. Okay, so
do you have any questions for us, Rickey?
What's the how you spell Mississippi?
MISSIPP.
How you what color is the sky?
Blue.
Sometimes it's purple.
Sometimes it's a little orange. You know, you get a rainbow effect. Sometimes you get cotton candy flavors.
It's always blue.
The sky is gray when it rains outside.
Sometimes it's black.
Right. I'm black.
What other questions I got? What's another question? When's Derek Fisher's birthday?
I don't know. I'm not interested in
Who do you think is coming for spring weekend, Rickey?
Man, I heard we getting somebody from the West Coast.
Isn't Derek Fisher?
They said he's from California. He's a tourist, and it's not a he though.
Before we get into that, isn't Derek Fisher a coach now?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I'm not.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so they said the person is from California.
It's a single person.
It's they are a tourist,
and they're allergic to avocado.
And they're allergic to avocado.
Honestly, if it's on the West Coast, probably say I don't even know really rappers as that like Wiz Khalifa, those people like that.
And none of them are tourists.
From the West Coast,
YG.
If they get YG,
I mean, we can't say that on the radio, but you know, we're about to do.
They get YG. That's a good. I listen to YG. I like YG.
Yes,
I like YG. Who else is from California?
I mean, I feel like all of the people. I really hope Uncle Snoop comes.
Uncle Snoop.
He's not a tourist.
They get Snoop Lion.
I forgot he was reincarnated as a lion and not a dog.
Snoop Lion. If they get Snoop Lion, then that's a good one.
Who else? I don't know, man.
Don't have much options. Katy Perry.
I just want to know like what the genre is gonna be. Like, if you could tell me if it was gonna be a rapper, I could figure that out. If it was gonna be a singer, I could narrow it down.
My question to you guys is: do you think that they're playing 2 truths and a lie with us with these hints?
I think so, because there's no way. I don't like. How did they know the person is allergic to avocados? Did they ask their agent?
They probably asked them. Like, are you allergic to anything?
Rickey, are you allergic to anything?
Not that I know.
You shouldn't say that. You know why? Because what if your enemies find out your allergies and they try to poison you?
I don't think that would be smart. And
see, that's why I don't tell nobody my allergies.
I don't really be
I'm
around
just gonna let them cook
enemies.
for me.
I don't really be around enemies though.
Listen, but what if you get famous and somebody's like, "Oh my god, I made you a pie," and they put something in it?
I'm not just gonna eat somebody's I made you a pie.
Well, what if the pie looks really good?
Oh, I don't really eat pie, so
okay. What if it's brownies?
I mean, brownies, I wouldn't accept nobody's brownies unless I've seen the person make them.
All right,
unless
smart.
Unless I know the person.
Like, y'all can't get them.
All right, so to end this podcast show, what's tea? What's the tea on Rickey? Give us your top 5 fun facts that
you think people should know. Yeah.
People should know.
He's about to be like, I'm from the valley.
Nah, everybody know that. They better know.
845. We out here.
Right now.
You know, because I'm 845 by association.
Honestly, at this point.
I don't know. I like top 5 fun facts. I think people don't know I could dance a little bit.
Oh yeah, Rickey be like, yay, chill. Rickey also loves hyping himself up, but then telling himself to stop dancing. You know,
he's his own professional hype man.
I be showing too many moves. I can't show.
Can't show him all the moves at the same time.
You gotta save them from a different time.
What else, Rickey?
What's another one? I don't even.
Rickey likes to terrorize anybody he calls sister.
Yeah.
Like literally, we were in the grocery store the other day and Rickey kept trying to trip me, and almost every time I almost fell. And I'm already clumsy. I'm already off balance. I don't need anybody trying to trip me.
First of all, he must have money because he tried to trip me while I was pushing the shopping cart. So
I'm like, oh, so you want to go to the hospital?
Like,
cool.
But yeah.
What's another fun fact?
Favorite food?
I like.
Favorite color?
I like to swim.
Really?
Wow.
Michael Phelps.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I like
okay, Rickey Phelps.
All right. He might retire after he's done with basketball and be a
swim coach. Join the Olympics.
Yeah, I like to swim a little bit.
We got a Michael Jordan on our hands.
Right.
He said no more
where's like places you've traveled to? Like
for
basketball or just for fun?
Like your favorite places that you've been traveling with basketball?
I probably Florida.
Really?
Probably Florida, yeah.
I'm shocked.
Y'all went to the Bahamas though.
Y'all just
how you forget you went to the Bahamas?
About the Bahamas.
Wait, and they went to Vegas. They went to MGM.
The Bahamas was the best.
That's what I was saying because they didn't want to come back.
Yeah,
to the Bahamas.
I never been.
Let me tell y'all something. When they went to the Bahamas, I was livid.
I was heated.
How am I here in America, cold, doing homework
frigid
when they're in the Bahamas?
I was an ice cube.
Playing basketball, doing what they love.
Mm-hmm. Doing what they love.
That ain't right.
Place with heat.
Where do you think that the team's gonna go next year? Like
next year, honestly, they gotta win they conference first. Mm-hmm. I don't want to jinx nothing. I don't want to.
Let's knock on some wood.
You know what I mean? I don't want to jinx nothing. So I hopefully they get there. Yeah, hopefully they get there. I got faith in them that they will. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I don't really know. They look like they're probably playing like a Kansas or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We need 3 more facts.
Yeah. No. I said 3.
Okay, 2 more. 2 more.
So far, we know Rickey likes to swim. He's a dancer. And his favorite place so far traveling for basketball is the Bahamas.
Who's your favorite musical artist?
Come on, man.
McGill. Dream
Chasers.
The Chasers.
That doesn't count as a fact though. That was just a question I wanted to ask to let the fans know what it is.
But another fact. I like to clean. That's a fun fact.
Rickey likes to clean.
Yeah, come on. I can't.
Rickey's room is very clean. I can say that.
I can't be around.
Check on some candles.
Yeah, Rickey spent $30 on candles the other day. I thought I was bad.
If I see something messy, I gotta. You feel me? I can't just look at it for a couple of days.
But no worries, Ione. He doesn't live on campus.
Yeah. He could burn those candles freely.
But one more.
One more.
Wow us.
Well,
Give us something shocking.
I bet.
Tantalizing.
I don't. Let's like something that got major. Like,
well, if you guys didn't know, Rickey's a magician.
Oh yeah.
And he's 7 feet tall, but we just can't see because he's a magician.
Wait, I ain't know I can make myself tall. Look, see. I like to make jokes. I can guess the range.
Ricky's also a comedian, just in case y'all didn't know.
No, I can guess the range. What y'all want me to talk about? I'll talk about
nothing, Rickey. We just need one more.
Just walk past.
Rickey, okay, so what's your favorite career moment before we end this for real? Because I have a favorite career moment, but I want to hear yours.
My favorite career moment?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite career moment.
Like the highlight of your 4 years here as a gal.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you mine, and then you can say yours because you got to think about it. So my favorite career moment, I think it was my sophomore year, and I don't even remember what the score was. I know we were up, but it was just a lit moment. Rickey made this more than half court shot. When I tell y'all, it was like almost from the 3-point line on the other side of the court. There was like 1 second left in the game, and it was halftime though. Rickey threw the ball from the other side of the court and made that buzzer beater shot, and it was more than like half the court. That's what it was. That like I wish I could get that tattooed on me. That whole moment, because it was I needed everybody to see that. Y'all need to Google Rickey McGill buzzer beaters and watch it, because that is like literally one of my favorite moments ever, other than all the times I've cried. So you're not gonna tell us your favorite moment?
I can't decide.
Oh yeah. So my favorite moment in college is it was this year when I got MVP for the MAC tournament and the championship game. My mom came out with me. So that was a little joy right there.
That should be your other fun fact. Rickey loves his mom.
Yeah, but I'm not no mama's. I ain't no mama's boy though. But you feel me? I love my mom to death.
He's not your mama's boy.
Okay.
But Rickey loves his mother. He's a mother's boy. But we're not gonna get into that. Do I have any other questions for you?
If y'all didn't know, Rickey's from Jamaica.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too.
Show me your accent.
Wagwan me.
Whoa. Me you.
Rickey also has the best whoa.
Rickey's favorite song is also Mia by Drake.
He loves Latin music.
Yeah, he has some Latin flair to him.
With a little bit of it to end this off.
Mia.
Whoa.
All right, guys.
Chill. They weren't ready for all that. Well, thank you, Rickey McGill, for coming on to our show today. I really appreciate it. To the rest of the Iona basketball team, you guys made us very proud this season.
Thanks for having me come up here.
I appreciate it. Thank you. You know,
world's famous up here.
Yep, I'm telling y'all. Screenshot this, screen record this.
I'm just talking about the studio. I ain't talking about myself.
Oh. No, you are world's famous though. Soon be.
Not me. I ain't world's famous.
You next
I ain't
up.
Famous yet. I ain't famous
exactly.
Yet.
Right, but you're next up.
That's what I'm saying. Screenshot this, screen record this, save this.
Myself.
Because Rickey wants to be famous.
He's top 2, but he's not 2.
Yeah.
So
basically, well, thank you to the rest of the Iona basketball team.
To know y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you for tuning in to anybody who listened. Be sure to tune in next Thursday.
I got something else to say though.
What else do you have to say?
Hey, just stay safe, keep working hard, and keep your head up. Never give up.
I like that. Do you want to drop your socials or anything if you want anybody to follow you?
You already know. Follow me on that Instagram.
Age0
_ Twitter. What's my Twitter?
Rickey McGill.
Rick McGill _0. You know what I mean?
Anything else?
Get them followers going. Them likes.
Yeah, get them followers going. I'm gonna put it in my live.
Snap. Add me on the Snap.
Too
easy 23. That's a Z instead of the S.
Anyway, so yeah, be sure to follow Rickey on all his socials, and be sure to tune in next week on What's Tea Radio, Thursdays at 5:00, live from the Penta Basement. I'm Rachel Esther, your host, and
Harry P, your co-host.
Stay tuned for Tawan Ag at 6:00 with his radio segment as well. Thank you guys for listening, and have a good evening.